YouTube family, what is up, man? I told you I was gonna keep coming with the content. I got content coming from all over, so I appreciate y'all for tuning in again. This time we're gonna do a high taper fade on my best friend since middle school. As you can see, he's looking mighty ugly right now, but we're gonna change all that. Trust me, we're gonna change all that. So as you can see right now, I'm just brushing my hair down, and we're gonna kick this cut off. I'm gonna do my initial guideline, starting with my Andis GTX right here, and I'm just gonna do it right in line with that ear, because we're gonna do a high taper, so we kind of want to start that guideline off kind of high. So I gotta be perfectly honest with y'all, my friend is a little intoxicated. As you can see, he's bobbing a little bit right there, but yeah, he just worked a long week, and it's the weekend, so he just enjoying himself, having a good time. And feel free to laugh, it's okay. I was laughing the entire time I was doing this cut, just trying to keep him awake and stuff. He's laughing a little bit to himself there, but yeah, I'm just doing my job to get him right for the weekend so he can have an even better time, because we all know when you look good, you feel good. Alright, so now that I got my initial guidelines in, I'm just going to skip a step, and I'm going to take my one guard, I'm going to open that lever, and I'm just going to knock off some of the bulk off the top, and we're going to do that all the way around the head, going with the grain so we don't damage any of those waves up there, because to be honest, my boy is spinning. Like, my boy got waves for real. So yeah, we just knocking some of that bulk off, and we're just going to try to keep him awake, keep him from bobbing. You can see he's falling asleep again. And I'm just trying to make sure I have control of these clippers at all times so I don't patch them or anything. Alright, so now that we got some of that initial bulk off, we're going to take that lever and we're going to close it, leaving that one guard on. We're going to leave the one guard on, and we're going right back with the grain and just knocking the rest of that bulk off. Alright, so now that we cleared that bulk off the top, I'm going to go in with my Oster fast feeds, and we're going to open that lever all the way, and then we're just going to brush, and we're going to cut up about maybe a ½ inch. It looks like about a ½ inch. So yeah, about a ½ inch, and we're just going to go up, and as you can see, I'm not digging in too much when I'm cutting. I'm just kind of flicking out when I get to the top, and yeah, this is going to start our transition for the fade right here.
He needs some milk.
Alright, now I made that first guideline. I'm going to take my Oster fast feeds and I'm going to close that lever halfway. And I'm just going to go from the bottom of that line to about half of the line I just previously made. As you can see, I'm trying to do so many things at once, trying to keep him awake and trying to cut hair. So it's kind of a mix up. As you can see, that fade is coming together. I'm just slowly knocking out that line and creating that good transition in that fade. It's hard, but I'm trying to get it right. So right here is just all lever play. You see I close that guard right there, and I just flick out the bottom line. Any weak spaces I may see, any things I might have missed, I go back and I do some cleanup work. Yeah, see, I open my lever back up and I go up a little bit more, just opening that fade up, so when I go in with my zero guard, I'll have a nice smooth area to work with. But the fade is coming together. You can see the fade at the bottom is coming together. Alright, so now that we got the bottom of that fade looking good, we're going to slap on our one guard and we're going to close that lever. And all we're going to do is push up a little bit on this hair and soften that line up. And this will also start to blend in the top of that hair as it goes into the taper. So as you can see, I'm brushing a little bit and then I'm cutting just to soften that line up, and we're going to go and take that line all the way out. We'll take it completely out with a 0 guard closed. But right now we just got that 1 guard closed, and we're just going up a little bit, softening it up and making a smoother transition into the fade. Alright, so right here I'm taking that 1 guard and I'm opening that lever all the way, and I'm just blending in the top of the hair. So I cut the hair on the top with the 1 guard closed with the grain. So now I'm going 1 guard open against the grain, and this is going to blend it in perfectly. Alright, so now we have approached what I consider the final lap of this fade. So right now I got the 0 guard on, and I have that lever all the way closed, and I'm just flicking out the line between the no guard open and the 1 guard closed. So I'm just going right between that step and flicking out that line, and this is gonna make that fade come all the way together. So right here, I'm pretty much just gonna fade the beard a little bit. It's pretty much the same steps as you do the taper, except you just go in a reverse direction. So right now I just got my Osterfast feeds, and I have that guard all the way open, and I'm starting that fade. Continuing, then I take that guard and I go halfway just like I did the taper, and then I come up a little bit. And then next you're gonna see I'm gonna close that guard all the way, and I'm gonna just balled out that one little selected area right there. Alright, so now right here I go in with my 0 guard and I open that lever all the way, and I come down just a little bit. I'm still fading up, going up. And then next you're gonna see me close that lever, and I'm gonna take a little bit more off the top, and this is gonna blend right in. Alright people, so to kick this lineup off, we are going to go in with my Andis Slimline Pro LIs. I modified these myself. These are the same clippers that I used in my last haircut tutorial, and they haven't disappointed me yet, so I keep using them. So we're just going to go around this lineup real nice and easy, not pushing them back or anything, just knocking off any loose hairs that I see. And then later on we're going to go in with some enhancement, some kiss expressions, and this is going to really make his hairline pop.
Water playboy ain't no water playboy, but the popo don't know that, do. The popo thing is water playboy, but this motherfucking Grey Goose, baby.
So right here, I'm just gonna go with my application brush. I'm going to add a little bit of kiss expressions and just sort of frame out that beard. This is just an enhancement I like to do for lineups. It gives it a much more crispier look. A lot of barbers against using enhancement, but I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just a way of enhancing your client's lineup. There's nothing bad about it. It doesn't really affect their skin or anything. So yeah, I like to use this, and it lasts about a week or so. So it's worth it, I think. So as you can see, I'm just sort of brushing it in, trying to even everything out. You don't want any clumps or any glossy look. This is not hair. You're not adding hair. It's just like a nice little shadow that you're forming, just to make that lineup pop a little bit more than it usually does. So don't overdo it. So once I get enough on, I'm gonna go with my hairbrush. I'm just gonna brush it in, and this helps it blend a little bit more than the application brush because it covers more surface area. So just take that brush and just brush it in real gently and move it around a little bit, and then this will prepare you for your razor, your straight razor. So right here, I'm just going in with my straight razor, and I'm pulling everything back to a nice little curved line. Make sure you stretch that skin when you're using a straight razor, because if you hold that razor wrong or that razor skips over a bump or anything, it will cut it. So just be as cautious as possible when you're using a straight razor. In this video, I'm not really showing both sides of the haircut. I feel like the only thing that's important is to see how one side is done. Keep this video as short as possible. But just go along with the lines of symmetry. Anything you do to one side, just do to the other side, and you should end up with the same type of results. So that's all we're doing for in this video. Like I said in my last haircut tutorial, I'm not a barber. As you can see, I'm holding this razor terribly. If any other barber probably saw this, he'd probably be like, why is he holding a razor like that? I'm just doing what I feel comfortable with. Sometimes that's all you gotta do, is do whatever that makes you feel comfortable. There's a much more professional way of holding this razor, because I've seen barbers do it, but I'm just not comfortable doing it that way yet. So I'm just holding the razor as firm as I can, as comfortable as I can, and I'm just getting the job done. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters, right? Alright, so now you can see I hit him with a little bit of that Barber Magic pencil just to offset that line up a little bit more. And now we're just on pretty much the final lap of this haircut. I'm just going to line the back of his neck up. He didn't want it tapered in the back because he got a few ingrown hairs back there, as you can see. So I'm just going to take my lines and clean up the back and give him a nice clean look going into the weekend. So once I finish this, we should be good money. We should be great. Alright, my Renaissance people, so this is the final cut. As you can see, I got my boy back in the game, and he ready to go TYB. Y'all know what that means. So, yeah, man, if y'all like this cut, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't, I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna try and keep as much content flowing into this channel as possible. It's all about growth, so y'all just keep on learning. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all soon.